In the halls of justice, mercy has limits. One man stands before the court, not a criminal at heart, but a soul weighed down by regret. A single choice shattered his second chance, and now, truth demands its reckoning. As the gavel rises, every heartbeat echoes one question: can redemption survive when justice has no mercy? This is the story of Jeremy Clark, in the courtroom that never forgets.
This is case number 24-3471-FH. Appearances?
Your Honor, there was a typo in the schedule. It's actually Jeremy Clark.
Jeremy Clark, okay.
David Denhoughton on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Robert Hartel for the defense, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Clark joins us now via Zoom from the Wexford County Jail. Mr. Clark, are you able to see and hear us today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and I apologize about getting the name wrong, but that's how it appeared on my docket form, but I do see that that's not your name, that's your middle name. All right, so we're here today for a hearing on a probation violation. Looks like we were last on the record on the 24th of October for an informal. We set it within 14 days. Court recognizes also before today, Mr.
In a Michigan courtroom, tension fills the air. Jeremy Clark appears before the judge, facing the consequences of a broken promise, probation violated, faith tested, and justice waiting to speak.
On the record, I am filling in for Mr. Champion, who couldn't make it today. I have reviewed the notes, and it is my understanding that we're going to enter a plea today to the probation violation.
All right. Is that what you anticipate as well, Mr. Denhoughton?
That was the indication that I previously received, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Clark, I'm told today that you're going to plead guilty to the probation violations. Looks like there's two of them. They both deal with alcohol. One of them is a violation of Rule 1 for operating while intoxicated. Has that already resulted in a conviction or a charge?
It was pending in Wexford, Your Honor. I'm not aware of it, whether there's been a resolution yet.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hartel, Mr. Clark, Mr. Hartel is covering for Mr. Chan.
The judge confirms the name, the case, and the charge. What began as a small technical error now opens the door to something far greater, a man's fight for redemption.
Mr. Hartel, do you know what he's pleading? No?
I'm not 100% sure, Your Honor. I believe the Wexford County issue is resolved. I apologize for not knowing.
I'll ask. Mr. Clark, what happened with your case over in Wexford County?
It was resolved. We're pending sentencing now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
It was.
So I understand it was an impaired or an intoxicated, but it already resulted with a plea. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
It was.
No, go ahead.
Operating while intoxicated, first offense, and then no contest.
Jeremy's voice trembles as he admits the truth. 2 violations, both tied to alcohol. His choices, his mistakes, all laid bare before the law that once gave him a second chance.
By consuming, consuming alcohol and violating the law by driving while you're driving while you were impaired. Is that what you think you're doing today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Please raise your right hand, Mr. Clark. Do you swear or affirm that the information and testimony that you're about to provide shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may lower your hand. Now, by pleading guilty to these 2 alleged probation violations, you'll not have a hearing of any kind, and you'll be waiving the right to have at that hearing the prosecutor to prove the allegations by a preponderance of the evidence. You also will be waiving the right to question and cross-examine any witnesses presented against you.
He pleads guilty, not because he's forced to, but because he knows he failed. The courtroom quiets as every word echoes like a confession written on stone.
And if you do plead guilty and the court accepts that plea, you will be waiving those rights as they apply to this probation violation, and you'll be resentenced on your original offense. In this case, again, you originally were convicted of child abuse in the 3rd degree, which is a felony punishable by up to 2 years and or up to $5,000. Is it, do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you hereby waiving those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any promises, threats, inducements to force or compel you to waive those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Therefore, as to the 2 counts that you violated your probation by consuming alcohol and then operating while...
The judge listens carefully. Behind the stern voice lies a silent struggle between punishment and mercy, between law and humanity.
October 13th of this year.
I had, Your Honor.
And is it also true that you had operated a vehicle while under the influence of that alcohol?
I had, Your Honor.
And do we know what the blood alcohol level was at all, Mr. Denhoughton or Mr. Blazak?
Yes, Your Honor, there was a lab report. The results were 0.180, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. The court finds that, I'm sorry, Mr. Denhoughton, do you believe the court's compliance with court rules?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's provided on a factual basis?
I do, Your Honor.
Are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No, Your Honor.
Do you agree with all that, Mr. Hartel?
I do, Your Honor.
The court agrees and finds the defendant's plea today is made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. The court further finds that the testimony provided under oath on the record satisfies the elements in addition.
Jeremy explains, a broken day, a shattered memory, and a drink he wishes he never touched. A moment of weakness that cost him the trust he worked so hard to rebuild.
And acknowledged by the defendant on July 8th of 2024. Therefore, the defendant is found guilty of those 2 counts. Can we proceed to sentencing today? He had 180 days. Looks like he had, there's plenty of, I don't know what we're thinking about. I don't think I'm thinking about prison. So what do you think, Mr. Blazak?
Yes, I can make a recommendation today.
Mr. Denhoughton, any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Hartel?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Clark, I can proceed to sentencing right now. However, you have the right to be in the courtroom physically when a sentence is given. Or you can waive that and allow me to conduct sentencing now via Zoom. What would you like me to do, sir?
I can waive that, Your Honor.
All right.
Can I say anything before we do this?
Yep.
The prosecutor speaks facts, not feelings. A crash, a high blood alcohol level, and a trail of concern that paints a picture of danger and regret.
I was doing very well. I got a great job. It's a good Christian group of people. And, you know, a few days before this, I ran into the kids that I haven't seen in 2 years, and it was bad. And then the day this happened, my little brother was cleaning out the cars and threw away my kids' backpacks, and it was the last thing I had of them. And I had a bad day, and I made a bad decision. And I wish I could take it back. I can't, but you know, I am a good person. I have been doing good, and I got a great thing going here. And I'd like to continue and do whatever I need to keep that good thing going, but I'll accept what the court gives me. Obviously.
Thank you. Mr. Blazak?
Yes, Your Honor. He was originally sentenced to 2 years probation with 180 days jail. He had credit for 1 day served for child abuse, 3rd degree. His guidelines are 0 to 11 with a maximum exposure of 2 years. This particular incident, he had 0.180 from the blood draw after he crashed his truck into a tree. The recommendation is for 365 days jail with 170 days credit and continued probation.
Mr. Denhoughton?
Your Honor, I do support that recommendation. I would just indicate that factually, the incident is quite concerning. There was a witness that indicated that.
The defense pleads for understanding. They see not just the crime, but the man, working, trying, healing. A man who stumbled on his way to becoming better.
That fact in the high VAC is concerning, and we certainly support the recommendation.
All right, Mr. Hartel.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I would also ask the court to adopt the recommendation. I know my client made a statement earlier. I do believe he wants to do everything he can based on what I'm hearing here today. be a better person. I ask the court to give him that opportunity. Thank you.
Mr. Blazak, had you done any treatment? Tell me about what happened during his probation before this violation.
He had not done any treatment. He had not done any treatment. He was working on finding employment. He had a couple health issues. He does look like he started to make some payments towards his restitution and on this file, but regarding treatment, that has not.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Clark, because you've been able to hear everything, is there anything else you wish to say, sir?
I've had employment for a long time now. I actually got a job as a mechanic and making a lot more money, especially after my 90 days. So, and I did seek some therapy sessions through the VA and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Is Officer Dahl here for this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer Dahl, thank you very much for being here. You may be excused. I'm sorry that I didn't do that earlier. Thank you. All right. All right. So here comes the sentence from the court. The court is quite concerned here with the blood alcohol level. I understand that he had been doing pretty well and made it through a portion of his probation, but still had an issue here.
And finally, the judge speaks. His tone is steady, his words heavy. Justice must stand, but compassion must not fade. The sentence is given, 330 days, a hard lesson written in time.
Recognizes the previous finding of reasonable grounds. The court reasserts those from the last sentence hearing. The court also finds here, obviously based upon the probation violation, reasonable grounds to support a further additional jail sentence. The court continues probation as previously set by this court, and the court preserves the remaining fines and costs. The court sentences the defendant to 330 days with 170 days of credit. All right. Mr. Clark, you will receive at the jail 2 copies of your appellate rights. You'll place your initials on one copy. Doing so will neither elect nor waive any rights. It merely acknowledges receipt of your copy of the document. This document will tell you that you have the right to appeal the conviction and sentence in your case, and that is typically done by filing a claim of right to appeal. However, based upon the plea in this case, any appeal must be done by filing an application for leave to appeal. If you choose to file an application for leave to appeal and you want the court to appoint an attorney to assist you, you may complete the bottom half of that copy of the document that I said will be delivered to you and return to the court within 42 days. If you choose not to appeal, you may simply dispose of your copy of that document. Do you understand, Mr. Clark?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And I suspect the district court will have whatever sentence here comes runs concurrent with this sentence.
As the gavel falls, silence reigns once more. Jeremy Clark leaves the screen, another soul marked by the balance of mercy and judgment. In the court of truth, no deal, no mercy, only justice.